Hi, and welcome to Teach Me Tuesdays. I'm your host, James Long, an estate planning attorney here in Southern California and the owner and founder of Regnum Legacy. Today's topic is holographic wills. Now, you may recall from our Celebrity Monday post that Ron Swanson, a character of Parks and Recreation fame, famously handwrote his will when he was just 8 or 9 years old. And his will went as follows. He gives his entire estate to the person or animal who killed him. Now, there are a lot of reasons why Ron's will is likely not valid. And we'll get into some of those on Thursday. But for now, what we're going to talk about is the issue surrounding holographic wills in California. Because believe it or not, a holographic will, meaning a will written entirely in the handwriting of the testator, and testator just means the person who wrote the will. If it's written entirely in their handwriting, or if the material provisions are written entirely in their handwriting, then there is no need to have witnesses sign the will. Because typically, if somebody has a will, that will is witnessed by two witnesses. That's the type of will we're mostly familiar with. But a lesser known type of will in California under the probate code is called a holographic will. And that's the type of will Ron had. And a holographic will doesn't have to be signed by witnesses because if the material provisions are all written in the handwriting of the testator, then we can easily know whether the testator wrote that because we can know whether it's the testator's actual handwriting through handwriting analysis. So the proving of the will through witnesses is unnecessary because it effectively proves itself, although it's not a self-proving will, quote unquote, but it proves itself because the material terms are written in the testator's own handwriting. Now, you may have seen certain will forms where there are blank spaces, or there's typed provisions, and then there are blank spaces for people to write in what they want and who their beneficiaries are. That type of will is also considered a holographic will because the material terms, that is the handwritten portions, the material terms like your beneficiaries and where your money goes are all going to be in the handwriting of the testator. So that's what a holographic will is. And if Ron met other conditions, his will would likely be valid in California. But for reasons that are coming up on Thursday, it's likely invalid.